Hey guys, what's up? DJ Kevin over here. I just want to show you guys my computers. And I haven't made a computer update in such a very long time. I will have to say about, I think it was a year ago, or maybe 3 years ago. And I just want to make this video. Just to show you guys what type of computers that I run in my house and my primary computer and my laptops. My main laptop is over there, but I'm just going to talk about these three computers over here. So right now I'm going to show you guys a laptop that I've been running around for a decent while now. This is the Toshiba Satellite, which I'm going to show you guys some conditions and the conditions that it's been through. But this is the Toshiba Satellite. I forgot what model number it is, but it's by Toshiba, and it's pretty big, to be honest. I mean, you never saw a computer about this thick before, but this computer did not go cheap in the market. Let me tell you, these computers did not go cheap in the market, especially this one right here. So I'm going to show you some of the things about it, and then I'll throw you guys with my desktops. And here we go. All right, guys. So this is a Toshiba Satellite. I forgot what model number it is. The 5205-S703. This is one of the most biggest technologies that ever came by with Toshiba Satellite computers. I mean, this guy right here was one of the biggest computers ever been sold by Toshiba in the Satellite Series. But as you guys can already tell over here, it also has a front media center panel that works really well. I don't have the cord, I don't have the power cord with me, but it has a mode, a preview, and next button. You got the display. That's the main display. That's the plug. I'm sorry, you guys cannot really see it. That's the plug display. That's the power display. That is the battery. That's the hard drive indicator. And I don't even know what the hell that is. I think that's the hard drive to tell you that it's working properly. There's a play pause button and a stop button. So this is the front media center panel. This is mostly my favorite part of the computer. When this computer is either closed, you can still use it as a CD player. Really nice. Over here, you got your CD drive, well, DVD drive, and then this is a compartment. It is a VGA port. Has a little compartment for that. I'm sorry you guys cannot really see that, but my iPod is connected to a power strip to my main desktop, so you guys cannot really see it, and I cannot move this. So you got a VGA port that has its own compartment, 2 USB ports. I bet you one of these is USB, what is it, 2.0, I think. You got your CPU fan. You got your power lead over there. Two phone jacks, one phone, one Ethernet, and you got USB on one side over here. I don't even know what type of primary connector that is, but it's got to be something. The hard drive, this opens up, and then you actually have some connectors over here. This one is, I'm very sorry, you guys. I know this video has already been crappy already. This one is a headphones jack. This one is a microphone. This one is audio out. No, I'm sorry, audio in. And then that one is video out. Which, for that plug right there, that's a video out plug. So basically what you will have to use, you have to use one of those mini jacks to video and audio out. Which that's pretty useful if you want to connect it to your TV set, and then actually have its own compartment like that. Over here, I think this is for like extra SD cards or something like that. Now, when we open it up, it has a hinge over here. This opens up like this. Now, I know, look at the touchpad. I know, it's pretty crappy. But this is what I used to use for my DJ. But not anymore. So, you can tell by the keyboard, it's still in good condition. It still has its own feel. This happened a long time ago. I'm terribly sorry for anybody who's really a computer freak and like me, and found out that this is cracked. I know it's hard, but that used to be a display. This is a touchpad, but it's also a display to view for calendar. You could write stuff with your fingers, like writing your name, and then if you press that button right there goes right into the screen, and then you can print it out. Left click, right click. This has NVIDIA graphics. I know the sticker is almost worn out, but you can still tell by it's still NVIDIA. It had design for Windows XP. I like that operating system, but Windows 7 is better than Windows XP. Windows XP is kind of like the cockroach of Windows. They will never get rid of it. They still produce it as of today. And it has an Intel inside, Pentium 4M. I think you can see that M over there. Yeah. It has Intel inside Pentium 4M chip, which I think that's pretty. It's fairly a decent chip. I mean, if you guys want some more about like processors and stuff like that, go on UXW Bill's channel, and you guys will find out more about this series of processing chips. The screen is 4. I think this is a 4:3 ratio display. Crystal, liquid crystal display. Really, really nice. I'm sorry if I cannot really turn it on because I don't have the power lead. But if I had the power lead, then I would plug it in, but I didn't bring it upstairs. It's a satellite, and it also has Harman and Kardon speakers into it. That's the same company as JBL speakers. So basically, I have JBL speakers into this laptop. Really nice laptop, to be honest. This is one of my favorite laptops. You guys saw this laptop on my other videos, but this is one of my favorite laptops. But I still gotta repair it. And look at the old. See that? The new Windows logo for Windows XP, and then they still use the old Windows button to go to the start menu if your mouse is not cooperating right. But yeah, this is the Satellite. This is one of my favorite. I call this a vintage computer. I call this a vintage laptop now, because laptops now looks like that. I know you guys cannot really see it, but that is a Toshiba Satellite. Man, the Satellite numbers are so freaking huge. But this is my main primary laptop. It has Windows 7 in there, and it has Energy Star. The display is kind of wiggly because it lost a couple of screws in the hinges. You know, see that? That's not supposed to be like that, but it's still holding up pretty well. I mean, it's still this is my favorite computer, my only best laptop, and it has Intel Celeron inside. Not the best chip in the world, as far as I know. Not the best chip in the world, but it still gets the job done. So basically, for this series of the Satellite laptop, they took out that touchscreen display and they replace it with the modern one, which I think that they should have this same design, this touchpad design, onto the new Toshiba satellites, but they don't anymore because they think it's kind of crap, and it was working at first until it ends in disaster, and that's how that happened. Don't ask me how it happened, it just happened. So this is my main laptop. I upload videos to DJ Kevin TV 1. So all the videos that you saw on DJ Kevin TV 1 is uploaded through this laptop. Which, I like this laptop. This is the Toshiba Satellite C655. Really nice laptop. I love it. I like. And this was one of my favorite laptops. I don't use it anymore, but rest in peace. Oh, in the front, it even have its own volume control. Over here. That's a volume control, and I think that's an infrared for like using this as a media center. Kind of cool. Alright, now let's go to the main part of the video, which is my desktops. Alright, for that is a Dell Dimension 4600. This, you guys, was my first desktop I ever owned. Well, I don't have it plugged in, but I will plug it in for you guys, but I don't want to do it today. But this guy has took a beating throughout the whole entire years that it's been alive. It doesn't have a floppy disk drive. I know in my old video I called that a flash drive, which, hell, I didn't fucking know that at the time. But now it doesn't have a floppy disk. You know, you can take that out and put a floppy disk, but who wants it? So like I said, this is a Dell Dimension 4600. Really great desktop at the time. I'm refixing it. I'm putting new stuff inside. I'm putting a new chip inside. I'm putting all new stuff inside. As you guys can already know, that I repainted the front bezel over here. That's what the bezel is for. I mean, you could take it out and then you could spray paint it or redesign it or whatever, put designs on it. That's what a bezel is mostly made for. That's why that you can remove the bezel. Well, you can remove the bezel to get the disk drives out of here. But look it up. What is a bezel mostly made for? You can customize it, and it's basically the looks of the desktop or a computer, desktop or a laptop. That's the power button. USB. I think there's 2 USBs on the bottom. Sorry, you guys cannot really see that. Yeah, there's 2 USBs on the bottom. There's a headphone jack out, so it has its own process. Has its own audio, and it still runs Windows 7, and it has an Intel Inside Pentium 4. Not a big fan of the chip, but it does get the job done, to be honest, the way that it was running at the time. Great PC. I recommend all the Dimension desktops. Dimension, let me tell you a little story about the Dell Dimensions. The Dell Dimensions was one of the biggest desktops that's ever been produced by Dell. It was a little bit low efficient, but it does get the job done. DJ Aaron, my buddy down there in Arizona, he got the Dell Dimension B110. Same design as this, but different processors and different connectors inside. But the faceplate is exactly the same. The reason why that is because the Dell Dimensions computers likes their designs that they actually just rebranded the name and put new processors in there and new chips and stuff like that. It has extra connectors. This one has extra connectors more than the B110 Dimension series. But, you know, this guy still got the job done. The feet are kind of fucked up. I still gotta look at that. The feet is kind of fucked up in there, but I'm bear me in mind. Bear in mind, I'm still trying to fix this up. So this is the Dimension 4600. You guys saw this in my other videos with this type of color coding, the traditional Dell Dimension color coding, but I wanted to redesign it from top to bottom, and that means the outside, so I repainted it red because this color had some scratch in there, had some scratches on this casing that I really didn't fucking like. I was pissed off that I saw so much scratching on this casing in the front bezel casing. I was like, okay, that's it. You know what? I'm so pissed off. I gotta repaint this. So what I did, I took out some spray paint. I took out the bezel out, this part of the bezel, and I had to take out this bezel as well. But the whole red bezel, I had to take it out. I had to go outside and I had to spray paint it, leave it there for a couple, maybe like, I had to leave that out for like a day downstairs in my DJ room, and then I just popped it in, and look at that. And I covered the power button. I had to take this Dell Dimension 4600 cover off. Why is my color all red and shit like that? There we go. I had to take this thing out, and then I had to cover these out, these LED lights, with a piece of paper. I don't have the Dell logo no more. I took that out, and still works. Sorry guys, I still have to do that. And it still works pretty well. I love this computer. One of my first Dell Dimension desktops ever. But that did not stop me for asking my godfather for another computer. And then I was like, I need another Dell Dimension because I love the Dell Dimensions. I love how they perform and stuff like that. But I wanted a new desktop. That's where the 8400 comes in. This is the Dell Dimension 8400. There is more things in this series, in this casing, in this series of line of Dell Dimension computers than that one. The only thing that you could do with this one is input two drives, CD drives or DVD drives or whatever drives that you want to put in there, and a floppy disk drive. This series of casing, you could put one, 2, 3, and 4 stuff connected to this casing, which I really, really love. So that means if I want to put in the burner or some other possible drives, I could just take this part, this cover out, and then install it, and then install the drivers, and there you go. This, you guys, is my favorite desktop right here. This is my primary desktop right here, the Dell Dimension 4600. Now, this guy, like I said, my godfather gave it to me for my birthday. And then, you know, he got another Dell desktop, which I think he got the XPS series. But he told me that he could give me his Dimension series. So he gave me the 8400, which it's pre-installed with Windows 7. I had to reinstall that because, as you guys can already know by my other videos on my channel, this computer has been through so many operating systems. It is fucking amazing. This Dell Dimension 8400 desktop has been through, I think, Windows XP Media Center Edition, which was pre-installed when you first bought this PC. So basically, Windows XP Media Center Edition was supposed to be, they built this for that particular operating system. But my godfather put in Vista, and then that brought this computer into shit. So he put Vista in there, and then I didn't like Vista, so I had to install, I wanted to install Linux, and I installed Linux, and I think I installed like seven versions of Linux. Yeah, this thing has been through hell through Linux. But refer back to my other videos, you guys can already tell that this computer had Linux on it. But what I had to do is I had to wipe the hard drive. I had to put a new partition in there because the partition that Linux had in there was Linux based. So I had to change the partition. I had to download a lot of hard drive cleaners, and then change a partition into Windows, and then now this guy runs Windows. So, you know, if you guys want to change your operating system to Linux, but if you don't want Linux anymore, you have to go through a series of steps to get the partition of Windows back into your hard drive or into your motherboard or PC. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but you'll get to it. Alright, for this PC, I got a DVD drive. I think this is a DVD, CD. I think it's rewritable, I think. Hold on. Yeah, it's a rewritable. It's a rewritable drive. So this is a rewritable drive. That's a floppy disk drive. That's an empty space if I want to install any more other drives. And down here, you got your power button. You got your hard drive light. And, you know, this guy does not flip up. Everything's at the bottom. Over here, everything's not at the bottom. This is just a heat sink or a fan. So, flip that open. You reveal the stuff on the bottom. That is the one that goes to my speakers. That has an extra USB port for extra storage. That is the little this thing has two USBs and audio out, which has a picture of a headphones, which you guys already know that this was supposed to be plugged in the back of the sound card, which I put this on front of here because I had Linux installed on this PC and the video card in the back did not recognize Linux, so I had to stick the mini jack in the headphone jack in the front, which that is a bitch and a half to do because people could trip over this wire and I don't like it. So close this up. Remember this is on a hinge. Flip it open. You can keep it open if you want. Have the Dell logo. This thing has an Intel inside Pentium 4. I think that is HT or something. MT? I'm not quite sure. But if anybody could tell me what type of Intel Pentium 4 chip it has in here. I mean, it says, I don't know. It says HT. I don't even know if that's another version of the Pentium 4 chip or something like that. I have no idea. But if anybody could tell me, please tell me. I have to clean this out. As you guys can already tell, look, all the dust bunnies are all over the place. Check that out. I'm really, really worried with my computer, you guys. I mean, I like my computer to be clean, but I'd rather have it perform better than clean, to be honest. I'm sorry. It doesn't have Windows XP. It has Windows 7 in there. And it has an NVIDIA card, which this is my gameplay. This is my computer that I play games on and record games. If you guys want to check out my gameplay channel, my gaming channel, I'll put in the link in the description so you guys can check it out. Those videos that I use for gameplay videos are from this computer. So it runs really, really well. And it goes by wireless through the internet. It has a wireless modem, so basically I installed a wireless modem. My godfather did not have a wireless modem at the time installed on here at the time because he was going through a modem, but you don't see any modems around here, do you? I don't. So antenna, wireless, I'm good to go. Over here, this is a Dell it's a Dell monitor, but it's a CRT monitor, to be honest, which that is a TV, but I'm going to use that as a second monitor. So actually I'll have dual monitor setup going through that Dell Dimension 8400, which I cannot wait by doing. I got this Dell keyboard. not bad keyboard. The space bars, sometimes in my gameplay videos, space bars jump, and then sometimes it doesn't register, so I have to buy a new keyboard. This is the official Dell mouse. You know, I'm all Dell, okay? I'm a Dell guy. I mean, any computers that you guys think that I have that is not Dell is just those two computers. My Toshiba Satellites is the only computers that I have that's not Dell. Mostly, with desktop-wise, I love the Dell Dimensions. I want to buy the Dimension 8200 really soon, just for backup. Because I'm going to be selling this to my little brother, so I want to get a Dell Dimension 8200, which I want to get my hands on it, or 8300, who knows. So, my two babies right there, the Dell Dimension computers. I love them dearly, and I love the design, and I love the performance. Alright guys, so that's it. That's my computers. I just wanted to ramble about my computers because a lot of people want to know what I have. And people want to know what type of computers I do gameplays on. This is it. The Dell Dimension 8400. Great PC at the time. This thing was manufactured in 2004. And I don't even know what year the Dell Dimension 4600 was manufactured. I don't even know what year that one was manufactured on, but I think that one was manufactured in 2003, I think. Because the 8400 came out in 2004, so that's got to be 2003 or something like that. So I use this more. I use this. This is my primary computer. Will I trade this computer in? Hell no. I mean, this is one of my favorite desktops in the world. Is this one right here? If somebody sells me a Dell Dimension B110, I will definitely. Aaron. Thank God you went to a Dell Dimension, man, because these computers are fucking awesome. Alright, guys. Well, that's just my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Practice and enjoy. And if you guys want any more videos about the Dell Dimension 8400, please leave a comment on the bottom or leave a thumbs up. Alright, guys. See you guys on the next one. Bye. Practice and enjoy.